Whoa, welcome back to Monster Train. It is 3:11 a.m. and I'm leading with the time because I need to do that so that I can make a reference to the band 311 and talk about amber is the color of your energy. Ooh, oh. How you doing? My screens are amber right now. I cranked my nightlight on my computer all the way up because I have astronomy this semester for my college classes, and I was doing some night looking, aka looking at the sky and writing some stuff down for my class. And I came in and I sat down on my computer and I went, "Oh my god, it's so bright. Do I really do this to myself at all times?" So now we're maxed out. Uh, Orange light, night light gaming. Amber is in fact the color of my screen's energy. Thank you for coming with me on that journey. Otherwise, not much for you today. Actually, a few things for you today. There's a lie. First of all, something that I found out yesterday, I've played 1,300 hours of this game. We gotta wait for the loading screen to finish. I played 1,300 hours of this game. I learned yesterday I could just click this to mute and unmute the music without having to guess where I was. Fucking mind-blowing, dude. You know how many episodes of Oh, How's the Audio we could have skipped if I knew about this trick? I just randomly found that the other day because when I was turning the music back on, I clicked that and I went, "Oh, what the heck? You can do that? Crazy." Other than that, I have two video things to talk about, and I will ask you a question, and we will begin the run. Ready? First of all, yesterday put up a video about potion craft. It's a first look video. Game's really fun. If you do check it out, I hope you enjoy it. It's in early access, and I'm not going to do a series on it or anything like that, but the game is worth taking a look at least. In the description of that video, I have a link for my humble bundle link. I think you get to dedicate an amount of the money to me, or maybe Humble Bundle does. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I do have a Humble affiliate link. I don't really plug it anywhere because last time I plugged it, someone bought something and it didn't work. And I just went, I'm not going to bother with this. But this one did work. I made a direct link to the game. So if you want, and even if you don't, I think you should still check the video out because that game's really cool. Like really, really cool. The mechanics are, I don't want to say cool again, but I don't know what else to say. The way that it works is neat, and I think you should try the game. Other than that, the tier list series will resume later today. Cranberry, Dusk, and I sat down and we did Umbra. It's a fun episode. Cranberry's power went out like twice during it. Pretty enjoyable. It was a good one. We will be finishing the tier list videos as long as Cranberry maintains an internet connection over the next week. And then I guess one other thing, Final Fantasy should be back sometime within the next 3 days. I have the next like 6 videos. I just have to make thumbnails and set them to go. There's a lot more video announcements than I thought. I talked longer about that. Thankfully, today's question is quick. I alluded yesterday in the video about a smell that makes me sick, which is yogurt. I did not tell you the other smell that makes me sick, which is blue cheese. And that leads me to my question today of blue cheese or ranch, which do you prefer? I'm from the Midwest, and the smell of blue cheese makes me sick, therefore I am a pretty big ranch fan. I really do enjoy ranch on a lot of foods. However, this is a debate that gets people a little heated, so I want to hear your takes. Maybe you have a third sauce, maybe you have a secret option that you prefer, or situationally you use one or the other. I only ever use ranch. It's ranch or nothing for me because blue cheese, if I taste it, I will feel unwell. Much like yogurt. I think I have a dairy thing. Anyway, this intro, I was expecting this intro to be shorter, and here we are at 4 minutes anyway. I'm just encroaching on my intro time. If it makes you feel better, this intro would have been shorter, but then I spent a minute on referencing the band 311, so, you know. Alright, let's play the run. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and begin. Today is Exile Wurmkin Umbra. It's Double Barreled Daedalus, Shadow Arcus, Diligent Sire, Proclamation Antumbra Assault, Soul Siphon. Someone asked me in the comments a day or two ago who my favorite champion is, and I said Echo Right. I think it is Echo Right. I really enjoy this guy. Extremely fun character. I'm gonna play Refracting Lenses here. Yeah, not a big surprise. Boon of the Blacksmith is fine, but Refracting Lenses. So I gotta tell you, I've been playing so much. I've been skipping Shellsmith basically every time I see it. Do I think Shellsmith is good here? Not really, but let's play it anyway. And I think Shellsmith is okay in the early game. We also have these proclamations. So I'm gonna click this horde. I'm gonna click, if I click both of these hordes, I'm gonna die. And I'm gonna go, damn, I shouldn't have clicked both of those. But let's be sure of that. Yo, Firewall's really good. Nice. This game is very hard to look at with the maxed out orange light filter. This game has a lot of reds in it, which makes sense because we're in hell. No trials, we're going to try to not take a billion for taking this trial, or for taking this relic, I should say. So Echo Right's big problem right now is we have no cards to etch. I think that'll be okay overall. Oh, I should not misplay alert here. And I'm gonna put the train steward in front, yeah. Okay, like that. Well, this actually let me play out one more turn. I'm gonna go turn my fan on though, because I'm quite warm. I was cold earlier, but now I am rather warm. And as a result, I need to turn my fan back on. However, a monster train in here. I'm not gonna etch for 4 armor up here. It's really bad. And yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too long, but I wanted to warn you anyway that I was gonna stand up for a sec there. More solo goes in front. Umbra, as we often do, we all hate Umbra. I like Shade Splitter. As an early game card here, Shade Splitter is great. Morsels are actually legitimately very strong in the early game. And this is something that I will continue to tell you. Morsels are a bad mechanic, like consistently they are bad for your run. However, in Combat 1, Shade Splitter is nuts, Blink's nuts. Like these cards are really good at the start of the game. It's one of the reasons I felt okay with taking the trial as well. Or not the trial, but the artifact. And yeah, we can take lifesteal. 1 lifesteal morsel shifts the trajectory of a lot of combats. This boss has trample. I have to chump the 3, and then I can kill. That should be no problem. That's a bit of a problem. They drop a proclamation. Get him out of here. Alright, good first combat, all things considered. Really good first combat. We're +5. That's great to see. No consume spells here is not what I like to see. However, I will click the infused echo transfer. I'll take the making of a morsel. The engine upgrade, size downing the 4 that Echo Right's on isn't really the value I'm looking for. Yeah, I gotta look close. I need to hover these with this nightlight. Looks like we're going right here. No surprise, but I just have to make sure that I know what I'm looking at. Endless, +3 for Echo, and +25. Alloyed Construct. We can probably play Alloyed Construct. We have really good morsel generation. I don't feel bad about playing this guy here. I do feel a little bad about playing this guy here, but let's do it anyway. Now, here's the big question mark. That's a magic shop. This is a Wurmkin banner. Steel shop. Steel shop, magic shop. Trinket shops here. Okay, so we got a few things we want to consider here. Let me take a sip of my water and organize my thoughts. Okay, a lot of thoughts to organize there. So here's a few of the things we have to look out for in this one. If I want to play this alloyed construct, I have to go left and self-infuse here. We learned this lesson the hard way not too long ago. I didn't look ahead for a duplicate and we died, I believe, at Fell because we didn't have enough fuel. So I will have to go to 40 pack shards and infuse at Daedalus. The other thing about doing this allied construct idea is I am basically kicking Echo right out of the run. The upside of doing this idea is we have Echo Transfer, so this unit does a lot of damage. And there is a +25 here. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I like the plus 25 on him. Giving 50 HP is pretty good. It makes it so that he's less likely to get one shot, at the very least. And I don't think the other upgrade's quick. I think it's multi-strike, although quick is okay too. He's gonna use, so basically I'm gonna take this artifact. This is what we've been sitting here on. I've been thinking about taking this artifact. I'm going to now take this artifact. The option here is between guaranteed survival with advanced prototype or the very nice upgrade of making allied construct cost 0. I think that since I'm going to be going up to like 55 pack shards, I want to take advanced prototype, but you know, I would have liked to have taken the other option. Okay. I do not feel bad about playing this unit. However, we're not hard committed right now. If I see something I think is more interesting here, we can switch our run up. What would I need to see to think it's more interesting? I don't know, probably like First of Kin. Although I could also just, no, you can't use First of Kin on Allied Construct ever here. So the problem that Echo Right has right now is we have no consume cards, right? This is the main issue. It's hard to play a consume run without consume cards. And so this Allied Construct is presented to us and I want to potentially play it because it's here. You know, it's like this is something I know and feel good about playing. It doesn't really matter how I do these pings. I need to play Echo Break, Echo Break. Yeah, maybe it does matter. I play 2 Echo Breaks here, this guy goes to 52, it's 52 times 2. Doesn't really make a difference. I just don't have to play Proclamation if I do both Echo Breaks on him. Like, the thing is, it doesn't matter because they both die and I have to play 2 spells, but I don't have to play Proclamation here, so my man only takes a little bit. Because both of those die. Should definitely have double-checked that, but I just assumed my math was right there. Should I have just assumed? Nah, probably not, but I'm feeling pretty good today. I spent a pretty big amount of my time today. It's tonight's, if I didn't tell you, which I did not, it's Friday, or Saturday night going into Sunday. I did not stream, and instead of streaming, I spent like my whole day doing puzzles on a little website I found. Or someone actually told me about it that watches the stream. They're like, hey, check this out if you like puzzles. Lots of puzzles. I don't remember what it's called, but if you leave me a comment and ask me what it's called, I can find it for you. But yeah, I spent most of my day doing basic addition on puzzles, so I'm feeling real confident in my ability to add today. I will definitely click Shelter here, no matter what. This card's gonna be good. The Infused Prismal Dust looks strong. I want to think about Perils a little bit, but I don't really want to play that. I'll play Prismal Dust. Shadow Siege. I'm not playing Keeper of Echoes. I'd rather play Allied Construct. I don't think Keeper of Echoes is bad, but I think he's awkward. And so, yeah, I don't feel that confident in him. I really want to like Keeper of Echoes, but I don't feel great about playing him. He's just so slow to get started. So let's take the Allied Construct. I'm not going to do anything weird. I'd love to put something else on Allied Construct, but I feel like you need to double up the fuel. But getting this lets us go to this magic shop. This magic shop could give me Holdover, and we could play Holdover Making of a Morsel, which is pretty tempting. Where is it? Yeah, Holdover Making of a Morsel is pretty strong. Yeah, we'll do it. Would I give it -1? I'd probably give it -1, yeah. Makes sense. No eggs here. Yeah, I'd give this -1. Let me check the temple first. Dreamstone and +10 piercing. I need to be a little more afraid here than I am, because I'm going to 55 pack shards. I don't like slamming a lot of pack shards, but it is what it is, I suppose. I don't think this is ever an intrinsic holdover. I'd rather give it -1 holdover. This way, if I pick up a Shroud Spike, it's better too. Would I ever hold over that card instead? Echo Transfer? Probably not. I do like a +20 consume and Umbra Assault. No holdover. We get double stack though. Good double stack Shelter. I don't really feel like it's that worthwhile. We're about to go to a steel shop, so we can save the rest of this money. Ah, purge a unit, purge a spell. I don't want to give him a unit and see what he gives me back of a Train Steward, but I don't like that much. What can he give me? He can give me spreading, he can give me money, and he can give me... Oh, what is the third one? Spreading, money... It's been so long since I've had this upgrade. What is it? He gives you the version that has spreading spores, or he gives you the version that's free with money. Oh, or he gives you Bone Dog. He gives you Bone Dog as the third option. Got it. Remembered it. So I think Prismal Dust. The problem with Prismal Dust is if it's money, it's bad. But either of the other options are pretty good. Alternatively, I just give him Echo Break. I think giving him a starter is usually best if you don't have a card that's like, oh, if I hit this, it wins sort of situation. Like Spreading Shelter is cool. Spreading Prismal Dust is cool. Let's just give him Proclamation. Or sorry, not Proclamation. Echo Break. Could give him Proclamation. Spreading Proclamation sounds bad. I'll give you Echo Break. It's a card that I won't miss in the next combat. Okay. We'll make a Shade Splitter free, I guess, before we go. We'll save 100. So we have some problems for this round to face down. I need to figure out how I'm going to feed this alloyed construct on the Divinity. Need to figure out... yeah, basically just that, actually. Everything else is more or less okay. This Train Steward gets bombed, it dies. If it doesn't get bombed, it still dies, actually. This is a lot of damage. I think in that case I should ping one of these guys instead. That Train Steward's just gonna die. Very likely that this is the outcome where he puts the explosive on the floor with Echo Right. Not particularly surprising. I think I might just let it kill Echo Right. I don't really care about Echo Right right now. He might live. $26. I could let him live, but I have to sack the Train Steward. I'll let him die. Now I could save him if I played... No, actually, he would still die, right? This is 23. He dies exactly? Okay. It doesn't really matter. I think I'd rather keep the Echoes for later. Yeah, Echo Right's not really doing much for this run, and that's fine with me. I don't mind. It's all about Alloyed Construct, baby. Everyone's favorite boy. I'm a pretty big Alloyed Construct fan, actually, but only in default. In Exile, or Exile Umbra? No, never played this unit. In default? Thumbs up. He's not bad. In Exile, though. Haha, no. Okay, we got a bit of a threat here. Let's do a little bit of counting. I think you go Proclamation mid. He'll kill 1, 2, 3. I'll take a little bit of damage here, but I won't actually take damage, so I'm just gonna play out these spells. We crush Daedalus. Like, Daedalus go, as long as we go into Relentless with more than like 2 fuel, we win the run. And that is a given here. And don't forget, we also have Firewall, so we're high on pack shards, but we got actual value out of the pack shards, so it's fine. Lost those morsels to sweep. A dark glimpse of the future ahead of us. I really feel like they need to just phase the morsels or something. I don't think they're gonna do anything else for morsels. I think that we're basically what you see is what you get for the game, more or less, and it's a shame because it looks like morsels are just gonna be left as worthless. I would have liked one more balanced patch to iron out some of the some of the kinks in the game, but it's not in the worst spot it could be in. He lived at 1 HP before that last hit. What a world. Wrong spike. Crowd mitosis is fine. Shadow Siege again? Buddy. What are you doing here? Alright. I will take... It's not Curse Fell, it's Arcus, so it doesn't really matter what it is. I will take... I think this is a draw... It's probably a draw space run, actually. I think this is draw space. What do I want at the steel shop? I want multi-strike or quick, but it's not really urgent. And what I would like to see more is artifacts. Yeah, so we're gonna go right here. Artifacts is what we're looking for. Give morsels damage shield. What's allied constructs on this run? So I want to get rid of one train steward. I'm not ready to get rid of multiple. You know what? Nah, I'll get rid of one and we'll save the rest. And then I kind of want to cut, like... What is a bad card in this deck right now? It's hard to say. They're all okay. Let me cut out an Echo Break. Hop over to the temple. You may have seen this coming, maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and infuse Shadow Siege onto a Train Steward. I've done this run where I all-in this a lot of times and it always loses, but having a Train Steward just hanging out doing 140 is pretty cool. We are 80 pack shards for this, but this unit is big. Very, very big. Martial Lord. I mean, Echo Right doesn't exist on this run at this point. I'll give him whatever. It doesn't matter. Martial Lord's not real. Echo Right's not real. What do you think about this intrinsic? Nah, in a different run, maybe. A different iteration, perhaps. I don't feel like you play a different style on this run, though. Like, this feels like what you would do. I'm gonna take this multi-strike. I feel very strong. I need to not overestimate. Right, because here's the idea. I want to see artifacts to make sure that I don't miss out on an opportunity for morsels get damage shield. So, but we're gonna want to do things like we want to play our allied construct bottom floor basically, and we can do so because of the self-infuse. I will have to catch this light harnesser, which I feel I can do pretty well. But if you play this allied construct on a higher floor, I think he'll just die. And so we're gonna have Echo right here with some Train Stewards to help out with catching what gets by initially. And then we will also have Shadow Siege Train Steward on the top floor. Everything is much, much easier if I see a lifesteal morsel here. Couple morsels, okay. I'm going to play Proclamation, as you could probably guess. And Shadow Siege Train Steward goes top floor to hang out. My man's gonna be at 14 plus 3. He's gonna be at 17. It's likely that he dies if I don't put the rubble morsels in front, but I can always just chump block for him. I'm not that worried about it. I actually was off by, I think I was off by a little bit too. I was off by 1, he's at 18. Oh wow, the infusion didn't go, the infusion went in my favor here. Incredible. Show me lifesteal, please. Lifesteal, please. Oh, okay. Lifesteal, please. Okay. We can play 2M. We can just play all these in front. They'll chump all the damage. Shadow Siege Train Steward will also kill most of our problems. He's very strong in the early game. Hit like 4 and 5. This should kill. This guy should die to Echo right now. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to give me a lifesteal morsel though, game. The frustrating part about morsels, like, man, oh man. I would really like it if this game would just give me the morsel I need. Wouldn't it be nice? No? Okay. This is where it can get to be a little tough though in the morsel game plan when you need a specific morsel and the game just does not oblige. Alright. He just doesn't exist. That's alright though. We got the Shadow Siege Train Steward up there holding it down. We got a little bit of damage shield up as well. No lifesteal. I mean, I'm just gonna play for it. Okay, we never hit it here, I guess. This morsel, so Morsel Jeweler goes behind because it acts as 2 instances of healing, right? You get the damage shield from it, and you get the 3 HP to let him get another round in against the 9x2. Now the other part of this is the rest of my cards, which we want to play. If you put Magma Morsel in front, he takes a 9. So you take 9, block it with damage shield. That's the end of that round. You kill this and do like 160. You then go to... Okay, Magma Morsel in front should give him another round. Yeah. I think with the shelter we might even just kill. Just barely. But that is good enough. That's the benefit of playing bottom floor, as I was planning towards it. Playing bottom floor makes the boss a lot weaker as well, because he has to resolve. Done Echo, not really worth the trial, but not that bad. Pinstone doesn't do anything for me. Soul Crushing Guilt is an option for keeping morsels alive. Card's good. These cards are Umbra cards, and none of them make morsels. Worthless. Interesting question you want to pose with this is, because it gets 10 more gold, I think you take this now. So, if you play Echo Break 5 times at 25 gold, you get, you probably play it twice per combat, let's say. So twice per combat you get 6 where they matter. So that'll give you about 150. If you play it twice per combat at 35, you'll get about 140. It's a pretty close call, but I think you take it now. I feel like we play it around 2 times. Sometimes we'll get it a 3rd time, and that'll be cool. I've been looking hard at these artifacts. Extra draw is fine. Intrinsic I will grab for Soul Crushing Guilt. It's a down the line pickup, but gotta take it eventually. We want Intrinsic hold over Soul Crushing Guilt on this round ideally. Urgestone and Spell Chain. You settle for quick here on Allied Construct and we just hope for the best. He's times 3. That's close enough. I think that's good enough. I think you give him the quick. Done. I've done it. Alright, so it is Diligent Seraph, by the way. I need to probably be a little more careful with my card removals now. Really what I need is the game to give me some playable Umbra cards. I need you to show me another card that gives me morsels, please, game. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not picky, I don't really care which one. I am not going to disrespect 80 pack shards Harvesters of Death. Do you remember, I believe 2 days ago, when I came into here at 55 pack shards and got fucking obliterated by this wave? And on 80 pack shards, this wave is easier? How dare you, Monster Train? How dare you? This is where having the -2 would be nice, but I guess also I wouldn't have Train Steward like this if I had the -2, so, you know. I'm not going to even bother putting down Echo right in this combat. Would have liked to have played Umbra Assault, but we're okay. Yeah, hitting making of a morsel with Shroud Mitosis is gonna be good. Take the Collector as well. Full health. This is just a classic look of an Umbra run though. Everything looks really good right now. And any minute now, we're gonna hit the wall. And by any minute now, I mean in about 3 combats we hit the wall. We're also being a little bit held up by this crazy strong Train Steward. My man is very good. He's not the main reason we're winning, but having just a 70x2 hanging out here is pretty nice. He's beating enemies up. Save him the 30 HP. He's earned it. Actually, I'm full health. I don't need to play that for House. Did I play the money card? Oh, did I not take it? Did I pick the wrong option? No, here it is. Okay. I hope I played it. If not, I'm gonna look pretty foolish. Look at me, this chunks right through that Clip Defender. That enemy's actually really scary, too. So having them here to just knock that thing out, what the hell? Dude's insane. Make sure I'm playing these. Hey, don't kill my buddy. I think I can save him. It's what, 34? 44? You could probably save him. No, I can't put anything in front. He's dead. That's alright, though. How ridiculous is it that I said that Echo Right's my favorite champion, and then in this run I have a run of not playing Echo Right? Pretty silly. I think this proclamation changes nothing. It looks like I'm just going to take damage here. It's 34 actually, which is disgusting, but I can probably heal it back. I can't kill this enemy because I can't get above the 115 of this guy. Oh, that actually kills it, right? No, I'm too off. Oh well. I'll be alright. Let me just stack up damage shield for Crystal Cloak stealth here. I have the pyre health. It's not that big a deal. I can afford that damage. I don't like it, but I can afford it. I feel like the lifesteal morsels have been very absent on this run. Very conspicuously absent. Like I've been looking for them. Where are they? Check if we draw the money. No money. Do some health back though, at least. Alright. I mean, again, we're Umbra. We have this very strong allied construct, and soon we get crushed if the game doesn't give me a good answer. I like Ancient Resonance here. This card's good. Hey, that's a good card. Shroud Spike. You can also play Gem Trove here. Gem Trove is technically an answer for your morsel survivability. Granted, it's not a very good answer, but I'm gonna play Shroud Spike. I think Shroud Spike and then a holdover making of a morsel is our big line. I'd even just grab another Shroud Spike, go right, duplicate, take out... Oh, the removals are not great, but we can also get something good at the caverns. Alternatively, I can go fish for damage shield on morsels, which is pretty good here. What do you think it is? I want to go get another Shroud Spike, but I think it's actually left. And fish for... Yeah, Chain of Gems is kind of the answer. Puts me at 200, which I would go to 140 on the reroll. I could go to 240 with the money in the middle, which means I might miss it. That's a tough one. I like Chain of Gems is okay. It lets you get a morsel down, but it's not really good. I'm gonna reroll. I didn't want to risk it here. And it's like, hey, what can you do? It's not that surprising that we miss. Not really that bad either. Chain of Gems obviously would be better, but if I roll into Damage Shield, the big thing is we just saw 6 relics that we won't have to see again. So we're closer to getting there now. And that's what I'm going to tell myself. Shadow Arcus. Didn't even realize this was Shadow Arcus. What are we doing today? Playing Shadow Siege Train Stored on the bottom floor, it looks like. Okay. Does appear to be the case. I did mean to put the echo down there. I know. You may or may not have looked it, but I did mean it. Card still hovers Arcus like he's gonna take... Or, yeah, like he's gonna take Ember Drain. Shadow Siege Steward here. And then we put Echo right here, I guess. This would be a good place to pick up Repeater 1 and maybe pull back a Shroud Spike. I no longer think this is space, by the way. I feel like I want to take energy now. Because I have a lot of things that would benefit from having 1 more energy. Including, primarily, Shroud Spike. I'm scared I might have Diligent. Will I run out of morsels? I might run out of morsels, actually, for Diligent. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And Soul Crushing Guilt's also here. We have a few ideas to play towards. I'm sitting pretty far back. I didn't even realize. Let me pull the mic down a little bit. Maybe I'm super quiet in this episode and you guys don't mind. Maybe you do mind. I don't know. I don't know yet. Do mind or don't mind. It's not my place. And a Shade Splitter. Yeah, if that was the +6, we could have killed with that. I'm gonna just Soul Crushing Guilt here. We're gonna hold on to Prismal Dust for Relentless, ideally. Yeah, just hold on to Prismal Dust for Relentless here. And we're chilling. I need to, like, I can't autopilot from this position. I do need to make sure I don't make any terrible mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to do. I'd have to let my allied construct run out of fuel or something. It's the first curse I think I've taken. Might actually, I was gonna say it won't be the last, but might actually be the last. That might be the only curse we take. Soul Crushing Guilt. Yeah, I will do that. It feels good to just Soul Crushing Guilt these big heavies so that they can walk up and get ground up by our quick construct. Basically diffuse their fear. Not really, their fear isn't the right word. Diffuse my fear of them is the right word. I don't know if Shroud Spiking is even that worth it here. It isn't that worth it here because we have this Echo Break, so at least I'm gonna play that. And Crowd Mitosis is better. We're not gonna get a lot out of Shroud Spike right now. That is an acceptable Shroud Spike. Mostly just did it for the UL, but I didn't need the fuel, so not that big of a deal either way. He has 131 times 3. I think it would have been better to put the Heaven's Gold effect onto a Shade Splitter as well. I think it would have been better in general for me to put Shade Splitter on the menu, is what I'm trying to say. I just can't play any of these cards. Well, now I can play this one actually. And this lets me get like 426 damage on the boss. Sure. Doesn't matter. I just don't want to kill the Morsel Miner there. Does it matter? No, we're gonna kill the boss. But I like Morsel Miner, he looks cool. So that's my main reasoning there. This alloyed construct destroys the boss. For sure. These cards don't say Shroud Spike. Symphony of the Soul. I wish this worked on like stat buffs, because that would be really cool. But Blazing Bolts, it's too late. Accelerated Incubation, as a... I'm gonna go ahead and take energy. I'm not really I'm all-inning on Shroud Spike instead of all-inning on finding Morsel Damage Shield. Wish this was 100% damage to do 5 instead of 50% to do 10. I think I will take the Mallet though. We can bonk some people. Some peekbo, if you will. I would like to find a holdover on this run. That's what we're gonna go look for. Fade Lamp, Faulty Loader. Fade Lamp gives me too many morsels. Okay, did I skip a Crucible extension on this run? I don't think I did, but I might have just auto-skipped a Crucible extension on Ring 4 that I should not have skipped. If there was a Crucible extension here and you're wondering why I didn't take it, I wasn't thinking, and I should have taken it. My bad. Faulty Loader here is good. Shade Lamp's gonna make too many morsels. Faulty Loader is good for Diligent Seraph in particular. You daze the first curse, which is great. Hold over, please. I will freeze my Shroud Spike. I'm gonna put a -1 on Shroud Mitosis. Wish I had taken the extra upgrade slot, but that's easy. I mean, I had Shroud Spike. I just skipped it for something I felt was better. The extra draw is pretty good. What do you want intrinsic here? Soul Crushing Guilt, probably. If I remember the plan. I'm gonna go look for holdover. No holdover. What does that make me feel? Concerned. Because I wanted to duplicate Shroud Spike. However, I can't duplicate Shroud Spike because I want to go look for holdover, because holdover Soul Crushing Guilt is the main play here. So, what do I want to do instead? What I want to do is Spell Chain Shroud Spike. It puts me 5 over. I think that's an okay trade-off, and then we go look for the holdover at the magic shop. If we miss it, do we lose? Maybe. Probably not. Hopefully not. It's a tough call. No return card here also. Repeater here would have been better than Marshall, and I would have taken Repeater here. But you can do something weird on this run. You could do like, if it was offered, you could do like Repeater 1, Etch, trigger Armor 2, and then use the armor as a morsel keep alive. And Repeater to bring back a card for consume. I don't think that would be very good, but that would be interesting. Am I going to spell chain this Shroud Spike? I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, yeah. Go up over by 5, it's not that bad. And let's hit the road. Heaven's Seal on Pyre Wings. I take a lot of damage, but what I wonder here is it okay to take that much damage and just take the money? I think that it might be fine. I don't think that it's possible for me to die to this combat. I think that this is an okay one. It's tough to say. I expect to take a lot of damage here, but I don't think it's bad to take the damage here. I'm not afraid. So I'll heal it back. Probably. Hopefully. Wait, Echo Transfer. We also might not even take much damage here. That's the other thing. Reasonable thought. Might not take much damage here. If I put this down, he's gonna get... Echo Right's going to rob me of my melee weakness here. How does that make me feel? Uncertain. Guess if I just had days, we can do this. We can daze him up. He's 6 days now, so even if he goes to Pyre, he's not going to do that much damage. That's fine. I'm gonna look for an attack morsel here. Rubble morsel might be better actually. Take the +1 attack. Turn's hard to parse. I think that what I did here is correct. The problem is my Shadow Siege Train Steward is now completely worthless, but is that big of an issue? Nah, not really. I could only put him here. I guess actually he'll kill one of the frontliners. I hurt my own damage by putting this Train Steward down. Yeah, that makes sense. I could maybe Proclamation for a kill, but alas, I cannot. I think I keep the Shelter as a just in case I take damage situation. Yeah, we'll strip the armor off actually, which is worth having him around to strip armor. Double morsel. Yeah, give me a good morsel off of this. Oh, that one's okay. Lifesteal's fine here. We will Shroud Spike chain here. There you go. I was supposed to duplicate the other one. Oh well. Give yourself that much, and then we're gonna go ahead and do it on this guy. That actually should make it so I don't take any damage. Yeah. I lost the money, but that's okay. I should have done the lifesteal instead of the rubble morsel there as the play, but otherwise that's fine. I'm gonna start losing energy to these Pyre Wings. Also kill the Steel Wings here, so I think I'm not gonna take any damage for this, thanks to Big Stew over here. The Shadow Siege Train Steward play, perhaps it felt silly at a time, but I think it was pretty smart. Shadow Siege Advanced Prototype Train Steward, but also we don't make it our only game plan because of as an only game plan it's really bad. But you know, don't tell me that. I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Remember when I said I felt like I wasn't getting much lifesteal? Now I suppose that has evened out a little bit. I no longer feel that way. Feel a little bit of the opposite now. How do they all die? No, we have Quick. That's right. Other big part of Quick. They don't die. Kill enemy quick, it works. Oh, let me sit up. This is gonna be a long episode, but I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of thinking. Like, I'm not doing anything too hard on this run. It's just playing morsels is a tedious ask from the game. You have to play so many of them, and you have to think about what you're doing with them too. It's like, man, you're really asking a lot out of me here, game. $176. He's just gonna do 176, I think. To the Steel Wings in the back. Now, what's interesting is if I daze the Pyre, we have armor. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna mess with this. I could like mess around with this and maybe move an enemy to the back or something with Soul Crushing Guilt, or I could just double Proclamation and then we take 0 to Pyre armor. Fireball's been pretty bad on this run, as it turns out, because I just haven't taken any damage, which is a great problem to have, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself the end turn. Alright, so we have a few ideas here, and we'll talk them all through as we get to the start of the next ring, but first let's see what we get. Kinstone Resonance, Forgotten Trade. Forgotten Trade's actually really fun to take here. Energy for the Shroud Spike turn is good. Yeah, let's take Forgotten Trade. Cannibalize Engine Upgrade's pretty good here too, same reason. Those are also two good consume spells for the deck for Diligent Seraph. Really good pair of cards. Okay. So here's your ideas. Option A is we go right, we duplicate the Shroud Spike, and we just all in on 2 big Shroud Spikes. Option B is we go left and we look for Holdover. Holdover on Soul Crushing Guilt. So right now, if I don't see Holdover Soul Crushing Guilt, like if I go right, for example, We're in a race situation on the Divinity. I put down my 3 dazed on turn 1, I get my 3 turns of morsels, and then from that position I have to be set up to win. I don't think that that's that crazy of an ask, really. I think I could probably go right and duplicate. However, if I go left and I see holdover, everything becomes much easier as well. I think it's kind of a toss-up. I could take either option. I think I go left. My deep down, my feeling is left is the way. I'll follow my deep down feelings. Hey, we see wing technology. Let's go. This is what I'm saying though. We went through so many relics on this run. I feel like you can do this. You can just go through enough relics to hit this eventually. Move consume -1. Put the -1 like here. Ancient Resonance is the way. Plus 10 on Antumbra Assault. I'm not gonna remove consume anything. Could do it on engine upgrade, but I could do it on Forgotten Trade. That's actually that's worthless. No holdover, but we hit morsel damage shield. That was the other idea here, which is even if I miss on the holdover, we have morsel damage shield as another out. And we got that out, which I'll take. It's a pretty good hit. I also wanted to come this way to cut out Train Steward. Not Big Stu, he's gonna hang out. And I kind of like keeping the Echo Break. Kind of like getting rid of Proclamation. Unupgraded Proclamation here, not that exciting. Hard to play for Diligent also. I like Mind Horde, and then we reroll for Abandoned Antumbra would have been alright. I don't mind missing it though. I think I'm gonna sit on this. The rest. Value Stone. If I could put Value Stone in my Shroud Spike here, I would, and that would be pretty strong. However, we cannot do that. Alright, I think we hit the road. I don't want to spend my money on Purge is going to do. Diligent Seraph. Ugh. Alright, let's do it. I feel like this is what a lot of Umbra runs are going to end up looking like if you play this game for long enough. For me, anyway. I feel like Umbra runs where I'm relying on Umbra, you're going to end up just going through a lot of relics to try and make Umbra okay. And that is fine, really. It's not that bad. I will Soul Siphon where the allied construct is going to be. It doesn't really matter. Soul Siphon here. Here we go. Echo right mid. Have the construct top, and I'm gonna feed him 1 right away. Now, dazing the Divinity doesn't do anything. I'm gonna hold on to Forgotten Trade for the big payout later instead of sending it right now. Could have dazed this Gilded Wing, but I don't think anything in this wave survives. It would have been nice also to Antumbra Assault away a Purifier, but yeah. Turn. Remember, consume. This card already consumes. We're gonna go ahead and pick off. Curses are going to be our priority here. Stopping curses is very good. And we get a little engine upgrade action for bottom floor. Maybe, you know, I should put that mid floor. Bottom floor is a misplay. I guess. Might take some damage here. I need to pull Proclamation, actually. Or Ancient Resonance works as well. Shadow Stew. He's big. He actually does a lot here. In killing this enemy and weakening the next, he gets a little bit of damage. You know what my feeling is here, really? My feeling here is actually to clear this wave. I don't think I care about the 30 damage, because this is Diligent Seraph. I'm gonna heal back the 15 that I take here, guaranteed. There's no doubt I heal it back. So instead of worrying about this, I can stop this curse from happening, and that seems a little bit better to me. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill Echo Breaks when we're given the opportunity. think I killed this Curse Boy, actually. But if I don't kill the Curse Boy, how do I feel? Do I feel the same? Or do I feel like I should save 15? And I feel the same. I do feel the same. I feel like I'm at least setting up the Curse Boy to die next turn, potentially, to an Antumbra Assault draw or something like that. Yeah, didn't even lose any health for that. I lost armor, but that's not bad. Okay, gotta burn my Shade Splitter here. If this is a good morsel, I just send it. It's Magma Morsel? Yeah, we go ahead and we send this here. Ah, that's a really good Ancient Resonance draw as well. Yeah, same idea here. I take damage here, but I don't care. Because feeding... Shroud Spiking here is important. I need to get myself a little bit better off. 105 times 3 is a little bit better for me. Let's say. I don't feel great about this run, though. Despite all of what has happened so far, I don't feel that good. I would like to feel a little bit better about our position, but bottoming out on Shroud Spike there made me realize just how weak we really are here. Oh, that one was Purge. I was wondering why I wasn't getting the heal off. That one was a Purge. One more shot, Big Stew. And a thank you for your service. You know, I basically made Umbra here. Big Stew, basically penumbra. That one. Think about that one for a second. That boy over there, that's basically trample penumbra hanging out on the bottom floor for me. Big Proclamation. I talked down to Proclamation, and Proclamation just says, hey bitch. I'm good, fuck you. You know what, Proclamation? Fair. Sadly, this Forgotten trade doesn't do much. We can have a nuts draw and just crush the Divinity fight, but without Trample, I think it's gonna be a little hairy as well. I don't know, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I don't have another damage that isn't Ancient Resonance, so Echo Breaking here or not Echo Breaking here doesn't really matter. We have 189 times 3 on Seraph. That's not... I mean, we might not even kill Seraph, actually. Looking at it now, this might not even beat Seraph. No holdover is going to be the bane of this run, I fear. I fear that because we did not see holdover, this run might hit a bit of an issue here. I will Soul Crush Seraph here. And if we're lucky, we'll draw it again. Soul Crushing on Seraph will probably help. Oh yeah, and this Prismal Dust will help. The 600, we're gonna have 2 free rounds with Seraph at like... So the question here is, how much Prismal Dust do I need? We play 1 Self-Mutilation and we put up 3 damage shield. That's my feeling here. And I think that should be good enough. Ooh, it's not good enough. It's really close though. I think the Antumbra Morsel might even do it. I cannot chump block Seraph here. Yeah, it was rather close indeed. Can't chump block Seraph here, so I didn't bother because Seraph has Daze. But yeah, you know, maybe with a good draw we can kill the Divinity, but I don't feel great here. I think this may have been a grand struggle for nothing. I don't think we hit what we needed to hit. What we needed to hit was Trample Stone, by the way. Okay. It's a lot of information on turn 1. Just gotta take a second to read it all. Drawing Shroud Spike right now is a great sign, and Shroud Mitosis here is really good as well. This is a strong turn 1. This is a strong turn 1. I'm gonna put down the Train Steward. I don't think he does a lot. I may as well play him though. And I may as well play Echo Right. There's no reason not to play these guys. I'm gonna put Shade Splitter up here. I'm gonna put the Soul Crushing Guilt on the Divinity up here. We're gonna put Rubble Morsel up here. And we're gonna put Shroud Mitosis up here. Something about that didn't look right. But you know, I'm not gonna think too much about it. Something about that turn looked wrong, but I'm not gonna worry about it. We don't need to have a good turn, we need to have the best turn with this Shroud Spike. We don't need to have a good turn, we need to have a game-winning turn. So we're gonna wait, and we're gonna wait until it makes sense to go. I'm gonna float Rubble Morsel so I can potentially draw back into him. However, this turn doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. It fills me with a little bit. Pull Antumbra Assault to kill this Lightwing, so that's where I'll float the Rubble Morsel. Not gonna float the Damage Shield Morsel though. Okay. We need to do things like we can engine upgrade wherever. Doesn't really matter. I want to have a permanently full floor. That's gonna be the bottom floor, I guess. No, that's gonna be the middle floor because I need a Proclamation here. I might save Echo Right and take an Ember Drain on accident here. I'm just gonna burn these. Okay. Thank you, Echo Right. Have a nice day. How's it looking? Pretty bad, to be honest with you. It's not looking great. That's not what I'm looking for. Show me a Morsel Miner here. I don't think Lifesteal Morsel is enough here. Do you think Lifesteal Morsel is enough here? The question is, can I afford to try and wait for something better? I need to be in a winning position next turn. I need 200 times 3 next turn. So, what do we have? We have 9, so we have 18 on the Rubble Morsel. That'll put me at 17 times 3, which is... 17 times 3. Oh, so we get plus 18, and then we get 51. We're gonna end up at like 100 times 3 if I go in here. I don't think that's good enough. But the thing is, I'm like, can I wait another cycle? No, of course not. We're gonna die soon here. Let's play a Rubble Morsel. Maybe we might pull the Morsel Miner. That's not very good. I shouldn't have incanted this guy either, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think you gotta go for it here, sadly. I don't think I have a choice. It's not gonna be very pretty, but... Oh, this is 34 times. I miscounted. It's actually a lot closer, because I miscalculated. It was 51 times 2, which is actually a little... it was 36 times 3, rather. Which is that 51 times 2? And why is it 36 also? How did I have 19? Shouldn't I have had 18? You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. I think we actually have it now. We're gonna be pretty close at the very least. Ancient Resonance is actually pretty big here, because that should set all of these guys into death range. Not letting this Clipped Guardian walk up at full HP with spikes is going to be pretty good, I would say. And the Echo Break pulls through as well. What's in Shade Splitter? Yeah, that's fine. Not the greatest thing for Shroud Mitosis to hit, but you know, it's not a great morsel day. We didn't get a good holdover. Ancient Resonance, though, proving why I decided to take it right here. Great job, buddy. And I could guilt the boss. Or I could just guilt this guy. I don't think I guilt the guy. I think I guilt the boss for sure. Saving more health on our allied construct is big. We got a full pyre to just tank the brunt of chains here. And tank chains it will. Cooler. Not much in the damaging front here. Hate to see. These are gonna hurt. These are gonna hurt. The Shade Wings, they're really gonna hurt. That's 90 damage represented. It's looking grim. 205, 205, 205. Maybe with a good draw. I could never kill this enemy. I should have upgraded these proclamations at some point. If I had given a +10 to these proclamations, this run would look a lot better. But I did not. I'll try and catch this enemy's spell shield. I don't think we're dead, but we're pretty dead. Barring something unbelievable here, I am dead on board. I don't think that does it. We fought the good fight, though. Yeah. Sad, but what can you do? What can you do on this run? What do you play? How do you change this run? So the big problem on this run, I mean, ultimately, what was I supposed to do on this run? I was supposed to go to the Hellvent and make another Shroud Spike. Reaching 290 times 3 is the big factor here. However, my line of go to 3 magic shops and miss holdover 3 times also works. If you see holdover in any of these magic shops, the run is over. We win with that for sure. 100% we win if we see holdover in any magic shop there. Ultimately, though, the decision that I needed to make that I skipped over was buffing Proclamation. If this card did 100 or if this card did 200, this would have been a winning run. Because we would have picked off the guy in front of Chains. We would have, and that would have let the allied construct kill Chains, or we would have taken 100 off of this Gilded Wings, letting him kill this in one hit. Both of these die. We would still die to this, but if you weaken Chains, it would be fine as well. I don't know, man. Hard run, though. Like, the line that I followed wasn't really bad. I just didn't hit, and that's how it goes. Trample Stone also would have worked. Trample Stone would have saved that as well. I think another Shroud Spike would have done it as well. Or just generating a better morsel. I mean, I guess you can hold off and play Shroud Spike later, potentially, as a winning line, too. But, I don't know. If this doesn't highlight, in my mind, the big problem with morsels, nothing else will. What's the big problem with morsels on this run? Great question. Glad you asked. They're so inconsistent. I needed, on the turn where I played Shroud Spike, I needed specifically Rubble Morsel and Morsel Minor or Magma Morsel. And I did not get either of those. So we had to settle for half value. And that's a really big hit to your damage. My man's damage could have gone up by like... Well, it should have been 36 times 6 instead of 36 times 3. So his damage should have gone up by... Oh, what did it go up by? It went up by like 90. Plus, it went up by 108. And instead of that, it should have gone up by 216 if I had just hit the right morsels. So, you know, it would have been nice to just hit, but we missed in multiple ways on this run. And that leads to a death. We got robbed. That's what I'm going to call it. And yeah, What can you do? That's the Umbra experience. I wish this clan didn't feel this way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.